The opening tip is won by the Rockets. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
It's James, his first effort off the mark. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range where James Harden, muscle memory, gets it to go. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Kyle Kuzma. That's how you defend.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Kuzma takes on Eric Gordon. Can't connect. Harden in possession. Lead is 2. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Green able to clear the rebound. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Cousins to James. Davis can't get the bounce. Westbrook into the front court. Leads a bucket. Fires the 3, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Harden in possession. Leads 3. Throws it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
James, good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
James Harden, 3 for 4. Good start.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
LeBron guarded by Russell Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. Second effort. Cousins, deep left corner. Anthony Davis lets it go. Add 2 points to the board.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Westbrook into the front court. It's 12-10. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. And a put-back slam.
Ed, it's still early in this game, but you can't send the wrong message to the offense by letting them think they can own the glass.
LeBron James against the former MVP. To Kyle Kuzma, 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Harden with the basketball. 14-10 the score. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Harden with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. First quarter in the books. The Rockets with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. James, it's good. Defense has to pick things up. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by it. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
To Harden. From long range, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Deep right corner. Davis. Anthony Davis. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
To Danny Green. James. Misfires. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
That's off the side of the rim. Short. LeBron with it up top. Down 8. To Danny Green. For 3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
James, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Gets it in the left corner. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Harden.
You got him. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
And the finish, slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
LeBron James, picked up by Westbrook. Beyond the arc for 3. It's Capella who clears the rebound. Harden into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Goes to the left side. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The assist from number 23, LeBron James.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
LeBron against Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range, and the Rockets have the rebound. Harden in possession. His team up by 7. To Cousins. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Kyle Kuzma shakes free and hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Cousins. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half with the Rockets in front.
with that. I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Across the timeline comes James. The deficit is 6. Has a look. LeBron, not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Can't connect from in close. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. LeBron into the front court. Now down 6. Nothing going here on that drive. James, a pass taken away by the Rockets.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Harden working hard on the glass. To Harden. Baseline drive. Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the Lakers clear. To Kyle Kuzma. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It stays with Houston. Harden. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Harden. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
James, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Clint Capella sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Kyle Kuzma. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
James Harden, a tough shot. Hands in his face, he makes them pay.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And a backcourt violation. Wide open look, won't go. Harden in possession. His guys leading by 14. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The Houston Rockets control the opening tip. Westbrook to Harden. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. To Davis.
Give me that ISO.
Russell Westbrook powers it through.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Nice pass to get things going.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Harden to Capella. Shot from the lane won't go. To James. Danny Green to Kyle Kuzma. And he hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
The assist from number 14, Danny Green.
Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. This will be out of bounds off of Davis.
You got it.
It's Harden. James Harden missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. Davis to James. Trying to cash in, and he knocks it down, Jay.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Slam dunk.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Has a chance. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
LeBron James against Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. James. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LeBron James with the rock. To Davis. Down low for Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma. Strong finish.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
His first effort off the mark. Second effort, Capella. James into the front court. The score 10-8. That is great vision to set it up. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
It's James. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Harden. Man, that was a tough shot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Deep three at the buzzer. A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fired in time. And it... Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far. This has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Capella. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 of 4 now. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Off the mark. No good. Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Harden knocks it down from mid-range. range.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
James against Westbrook. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. Harden with the basketball. Leads just a point. And a putback slam.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
James to Davis. Kicks it outside. Kyle Kuzma. That's good D. Shot no good. James Harden at the controls. Lets it fly from long range. Smothering D. Turns and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Harden sizing up Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden trying to cash in, and he drains it.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
LeBron James, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Cousins. James buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. And now Houston has the basketball. Westbrook to Harden. Deep right corner. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
And scores. Great body control on the step through.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. To Danny Green. To Davis. James Harden with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Anthony Davis pins it. Kyle Kuzma. Not that time. He missed it. That's it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
The Lakers are up after. Thanks for joining us.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. James against Westbrook. 4-3. LeBron James drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Harden gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Ah, the monster stuff.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Watch that cutter.
Gets to the basket and scores.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
A shot by Green, no good.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
The free throw is good. It's back to a 1-point game. LeBron James picked up by Westbrook. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
James Harden, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. LeBron guarded by Russell Westbrook. For 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Harden with it up top. Our score all even in this third quarter. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Harden. Fires the 3. And the rebound comes to Kuzma. Cousins to James. Davis to Kyle Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
It's in the hands of Harden. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Anthony Davis tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, Anthony Davis, not sure why he was left so wide open.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Westbrook to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. And James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Danny Green with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about...
It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
LeBron James against Westbrook. To Danny Green. Eric Gordon swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Not that time. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
James, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up. To Danny Green. Fires the 3, steps out, and hits.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Harden. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Where did that come from?
It's like he got on an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
James, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
And the rebound taken in by Davis.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
James. That won't go. Harden into the front court. 14-point deficit. From the painted area, won't go down. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
And James Harden knocks it down from 3. LBJ with it. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
LeBron against Westbrook. To Kyle Kuzma. 4-3. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. Harden in possession. His guy's down 11. He engulfed him that time. To Cousins. Has a look. Cousins shot off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
LeBron James, guarded by Russell Westbrook. From long range, it's Gordon with the rebound. Had enough. another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
The Houston Rockets control the tap. Finishing inside the paint on that one. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.